I'm going to say hello to everyone. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby. We are coming to you live this morning here on the Pacific Coast. And we're so excited to be with you today. Today is the day where we all come together. We're anchoring the space of
Good, I just moved some
unconditional
things.
love, and we allow love to prevail. So I'm going to invite you to breathe with me this morning, allowing love to expand itself. And as we're allowing love to expand itself, I invite you to breathe and anchor in the space of peace. I'm going to invite you to anchor in the space of unconditional love. Just breathe. And as you are breathing this morning, we breathe in the space of peace. We breathe in a space of harmony. We breathe in a space allowing the divine to express itself beyond that which we have never, ever experienced before. So let's just sit in the silence for a few moments. I'll share a reading. We'll come back to the silence. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. Today's reading is entitled Peace. And we start with a biblical reading from 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 6. Peace be doth to thee, and peace be to thine house. Peace be unto all that thou hast. Philip Brooks said that peace is the entire harmony between the nature of anything and its circumference. House is a symbol of the physical body of that house not made with hands, eternal in heavens. House is a symbol of the vehicles, bodies, or habitations of the soul on any or all planes. The Bible speaks of the house of bondage and the house of freedom. Symbolically, it tells us that we must come out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, that we must be led by the divine spirit into that true home, which is heaven. Jesus said that in my Father's house are many mansions. Today, I permit my mental house to be at peace. I know that my true home is heaven and that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Today, I enter into this permanent home. I consciously move in and make my dwelling place in the house of peace and gladness. We cannot be in peace until we know the Spirit is the only cause, medium, and effect in our lives. There is no past, present, and future to it. This comes from the Science of Mind, page 264. I invite you to sit with those words this morning. Our reading this morning comes from 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. Today's reading is entitled Peace. We have a biblical reading that comes from 1 Samuel chapter 25, verse 6. Peace be doth to thee, and peace be to thine house, and peace be unto that thou hadst. Philip Brooks says, peace is the entire harmony between the nature of anything and its circumference. House is a symbol, and the symbol, the physical body of that house, not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. House is a symbol of any of the vehicles, bodies, or habitations of the soul, any of all planes. The Bible speaks of the house of bondage and the house of freedom. Symbolically, it tells us that we must come out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage, that we must be led by the divine spirit into the true home, which is heaven. Jesus said, in the Father's house are many mansions. We're at that point now where we get to influence the chatter. I invite you to unmute yourselves. Repeat after me as you unmute yourself today. As you unmute yourself today, I invite you to just repeat after me. Today, I permit my mental house to be at peace.
Today, I permit my mental house to be at peace.
I know that my true home is in heaven,
I know that my true home is in heaven,
and that the kingdom or queendom of heaven is at hand.
and that the kingdom and queendom of heaven is at hand.
Today, I enter into this permanent home.
Today, I enter into this permanent home.
I consciously move and make my dwelling place in the house of peace and gladness.
I consciously move and make my dwelling place in the
House
of peace and gladness.
And so affirm with me these words, which come from the Science of Mind text. It is on page 264. We cannot be at peace
We cannot be at peace
until we know
till we know
that the Spirit is the only cause,
that the Spirit is the only cause,
medium,
medium,
and effect
and effect
in our lives.
in our lives.
There is no past,
There's no past,
present,
present,
and future
and future
to it.
to it.
Breathe those things in right now. And as we're breathing in this moment here right now, we acknowledge the power of peace. We acknowledge His presence as the divine essence within every nook and fiber of our being. So we breathe into this space right now, acknowledging it and knowing that it is our physical body, it is our mental body, and it is our emotional body. And in this breath right here, right now, we acknowledge its presence and know that it has warmed the field of life, that it has gone before and it has prepared the way. I know that it enriches itself right here, right now, that it is filled with prominence and it is rich and hearty. It is prosperous and abundant. So what I'm knowing is that peace reveals and fulfills itself within each and every one of our lives, that in this very moment and every moment for all of eternity, it grants itself as love, joy, and the spirit of peace fulfilled in its practical way. So I acknowledge it. I'm giving thanks for that practical expression, knowing that it reveals itself within the physical body, the mental body, and the emotional body. So I claim balance, I claim harmony, I claim grace, and I know that it expands and grows itself beyond that which we cannot even imagine, that it is practical in its essence, and it is made clear in all things in all ways. In this space, with gratitude, right here, right now, I'm giving thanks for its presence in the biggest and the smallest. What I know is that it is always revealing its truth, and that truth is a truth that expands and grows in practical ways. So, in the space of love, right here, right now, I simply give thanks for this. I simply allow it to be, and we affirm together. And
And
so it
so
is.
it is.
And now it is.
Now it is.
Amen. Amen.
Amen, amen, and
Ashe.
ashe.
I'm opening my eyes, and as I open my eyes, I look into your eyes. I thank you for being with us today. I'm going to invite you to be the presence and to be a vehicle where the peace that passeth all understanding fulfills itself and oozes itself in your workplace, on the highways and the byways, in every interaction, whether it is in the stores, whether it's with your family, or if it is a sacred conversation with your neighbors or whatever circumstance. We're knowing peace, and we know that that peace continues to expand and reveal itself all over from every vantage point. I look forward to being with you next week or next tomorrow. And we'll be here same place, same time. Also, save the date. We have September is on my mind. We have something happening this coming Saturday, in November. It is the Pray Shop, and I'm inviting you to come to be there. It will settle you. It will create a sense of clarity, balance, and harmony within your life. And you get to invest 30 minutes, which is well worth your time. And in that 30 minutes, a lot of things can unfold to support you in your highest and greatest good.